Hello and welcome back to round 2 of the 4-Power 2 Balance Sins of a Solar Empires 2 tournament. Today we have Frontier Negotiators in white, green, and red versus the Nameless ones in purple, darker green, and orange. For Frontier Negotiators we have Felingus as Tech Primacy, Yorha as Visari Exodus, Aqua, the organizer of this whole tournament, as Advent Reborn. And for the Nameless ones, we have Mathematico as Visari Exodus, Aquia, not Aqua, that's going to be a doozy to not get mixed up, as Tech Primacy, and we have Brutal as Tech Primacy. So we have a spread of all three races here for the side of Frontier Negotiators. Well, Nameless one seems to be going for more of a tech build, but we can already see the differences in the builds for Nameless based on the positions of the players. You can see that here Brutal has gone for a Marza Dreadnought, most likely trying to power level into that level 6 missile barrage, which is deals just a stupid amount of damage, while Aquia in the eco position is going for the Akan battlecruiser, which starts with the colonize ability and can give a bunch of trade capacity later in the game. The other players, let's see, Rosh Shalom. Mathematico going for the standard 1-1 start. Let's see what everyone else is going. Actually, no, that's not Mathematico. Whoop, the lag. Mathematico, yeah, standard 1-1 start, is going for a capital rush right off the start. We can see that he's going for Survey Nanite Swarms, which means he's going to be extracting those exotics from his homeworld quickly. Brutal going for the 1-0 start. Makes sense, expanding as fast as he can. Although I would like to see some military research, but it's not entirely necessary. Aquia, also starting off with the 1 economic, but mostly focusing into metal and crystal mining. Well, credit, just eco, as they are the eco player. Let's take a look at our bottom team here with Felingus starting off that 1-1. This is an opener I agree a little more with. As Tech Primacy with Yorha and eco. Yorha, ooh, okay, this is interesting. Instead of just going full, eco, it's rushing into cap killer frigates. Hasn't gotten any military research done, besides, of course, the prerequisite upgrades, but it's going straight into Canrack Assailants. Possibly to counter Math's, what's his face? Capital Rush, which they might be anticipating. And lastly, Aqua, going for the 1-1, the standard start for Advent. Starting off with a Radiant Battleship for the antimatter reduction on enemy capital ships. So this seems like a very spec'd out anti-capital shield build rush. They do not want to die. Frontier Negotiators do not want to die right off the bat. Now here's another weird thing. Felingus, even though he's also playing Tech Primacy, has gone for the Coal Battleship. Now we've seen a weird transition from Marza start as Brutal Slayer has been starting with to Coal, as the Marza isn't really as good as the Coal until you get to that level 6 missile barrage with potentially infinite DPS. But until then, the Coal just seems to have a higher hit point pool and a higher DPS overall, which makes it the better starting pick. Of course, you're losing out on that extra XP you get from clearing out your starting worlds for free. But that might be more important on a map like Razors Edge, where you've only got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 jumps of separation between potential homeworlds. Now we can see that Mathematico going for the Volcaros Desolator. Very, very high DPS battleship. Mostly due to this phase missile swarm ability. Just thick barrage of missiles. They're very wide missiles. Whoop. Nope, that's a scout, not an engagement. Just that can tear through an enemy capital ship, which is kind of the linchpin of your fleet at this position in the game. Standard expansion from everyone. Ooh. Wait, something weird here by Math. Math has gotten a adjunct lab on his homeworld. You usually don't see this. This is a planetary item mostly saved for asteroids and the like, as it can be placed literally anywhere. To what it seems to be rush out tier 1 tech. So maybe he'll have a leg up on his opponents with this rush. Although it isn't much of a rush if you're colonizing an asteroid and then going for a planet that's this heavily defended. But the XP is nice, I suppose. Let's see if Math is actually planning on building any more cap ships. Nope. A few frigates. Mining up some exotics. Yeah, he's getting a level 4 survey. But like, no other cap ships yet.
Found exotic resources.
Time to bid.
Right. Okay, so it seems that the line of contact has been established here between Brutal and Aqua, seemingly going in the Nameless One's favors as they have more planets.
Research complete.
Actually, no. No, it's an exact split down the map. Look at that.
Have found exotic resources.
Except for this one asteroid that's been claimed. But everyone seems to be expanding at the same rate. Of course, it seems that the Nameless Ones are going to be expanding slightly faster with this cap ship rush. But I feel like if you have a cap ship rush, you'd be, well, rushing, you know? Instead of kind of just colonizing everything. But, you know, ooh, okay. Hold that thought. We have an advance into Math's territory by Philingus. Jumping into this asteroid. Now let's see if Math has fortified this. Okay, there is some fortification. This level 1 influence Gauss defense platform. Very, very useful item. You'll notice that a lot of the Vasari players have gotten their level 1 influence tech over literally anything else because of this one item. It's just that good. It does about half the DPS of a cap ship for free. You know, just look at that. That coal shielding is just starting to tank. But it's only 2 turrets. Sure, you might get rid of its shielding, but they're going to get rid of... but that coal also has 2 Gauss cannons on it that do this about the same amount of damage as this turret. Last time I checked, 2 turrets is not equal to a cap ship with 14 coals. Although these other turrets are slowly coming online. They aren't really going to do too much, I think. Let's see what kind of abilities we got. Okay, so... whoa, okay. This is a little strange. Philingus has gone for Fusillade and Experimental Beam on his coal. Experimental Beam, you can guess what it does. It fires an Experimental Beam. But Fusillade probably, makes it so your weapons fire faster and have a easier time hitting your target. Instead of what I've been seeing a lot of... whoa, sorry, here comes that phase missile swarm. Boom! It's a huge amount of damage. And it's exactly why we see Cole's going for this adaptive force field, which just says, for some antimatter, you just take flat less damage. Now, it seems with the arrival of these capital ships, this fleet is going to be driven off. Thankfully for Philingus, his goal is not taking too much damage. We have Brutal, possible... oh, 2 Marzas. Okay, that's a very weird opening. Because, I mean, personally myself, whenever I play tech, I go for Marza into a Cole or maybe in a Con if I want the extra eco. But 2 Marzas, it seems just a little greedy. However, you know, they're in the tournament for a reason, and it's their decision. And hopefully they'll be able to pull off something quite interesting with it. Let's take a look at the technology for everyone else in the game. So Math, 1-1, standard rush. Yep, Philingus, starting to go into military level 4. Mostly done with the military research, although I would like to see efficient crystal sorting, because it's 15% extra crystal. That's just really good. Another Desolator. Well, okay, well, it's the cap rush, right? Have I missed any capital ships for Math? Nope. 3 of these ships, so that he needs to level up. You need to level this boys up. Philingus, Yorha going into level 4. He was the one going for the Canarac Assailant rush. Only really has... what is that? 3 of them after a rush? That's... I don't really like that. If you're going to go for that big of a rush and just kind of build 3 frigates with it, Aqua over here, going into level 4 Harmony. Yep, he's Edge instead of Eco. Whoop, hold that thought. It seems that Aqua is going for an attack here on the side of Philingus.
Civilian structure complete.
Not quite having level 4 research, but that shield burst restore at 5% might turn the tide of this battle. If, of course, Philingus also decides to jump. That coal is a little bit damaged, but with the extra mass that Aqua is bringing about, it should be enough to hold them off. Brutal, also going for tier 4. Going for the Pirates, gang of freebooters.
Military research
very, very efficient, economically efficient units you can buy for about 3,000 credits. You can get a bunch of ships, which are getting nerfed in the next patch because it's just so economically efficient. And Aquia, whoa, okay. Going full eco. Although, that research speed leaves something to be desired, because, like, wow, you have interstellar broadcast networks. What else are you doing, right? The answer is not a whole lot. Alright, let's look at this combat here. Really standard stuff. You know, just turrets going at it. These railguns aren't going to do too much to these frigates. It's these pulse defense platforms that are going to be pumping out a little bit more DPS, I believe. Or is that not true? Actually, no, that's not true. These railguns are even better than these pulse defense guns. It's on the tech. The tech have a point defense platform that does more damage than the Gauss cannons, but it has a lower pierce, so it's worse against capital ships. So we have the starting Radiance, starting Cole over here, versus the Egg, and 3 frigates and a smattering of static defense. This is not a fight you can win. At least not yet. Because this is about 300 fleet supply, whereas Math by himself, 200. That's not bad. Ooh, and getting a repair carrier up here. Very, very nice stuff, but that's still not 300. Of course, capitals are more supply efficient, leading them to be a little deceiving on how powerful they are, especially at higher levels, but it's not an extra 100% supply efficient, I would say. Okay, we have the 2 Desolators coming in. They're big phase missiles. Yep.
Handle your enemies.
And not actually shooting them. Ah, here we are. Getting them in closer range to slip through that point defense. Yeah, look how much damage they do. Just bonk, 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 bonk. This Malevolence may not even get out of here with the extra phase missiles, because they're almost off cooldown. Ooh, here we are. You can see those phase missiles jumping in. Ooh, 300 HP. Ooh, honey, that was not a good fight for Frontier Negotiators, excuse me. And that capital ship seems to have been... Wait, no, whose capital ship is... Oh, this is Yorha's. These... They need to pick... Y'all need to pick different colors next time, man. This is green and green. Not the best. Especially for colorblind folks. Right, anything going on? Oh, seems like we got a little bit of a raiding party over here from Brutal, taking advantage of Aqua as his fleet is on the other side of the map. Now, it is a small map, but that still gives him some time to use these Marses to raise the planet. As these Marses doubling as, well, infinite DPS dealers at level 6 are also great stun and bombardment ships. You can see that ability starting to cast off here. It just looks really pretty. Yep. Oh, okay. The Frontier Negotiators little coalition is... Oh, okay, this is a good play right here. They are jumping... Or, wait, no. Sorry. That is Yorha,
Logistics
not Math.
upgrade complete.
Oy, these colors. Okay. Should probably turn on team colors here after for game number 2. Right, okay. Now down to some actual action. Brutal is being reinforced by Aquia. Let's see what Aquia is up to. Aquia, okay, going into level 4. Slowly starting to get the tier 1 tech, haha, done. Seems that Brutal and Aquia should be able to take out these Seekers. These Seekers are just, and Tempest are just kind of being thrown away. But what they are doing is buying Aqua time.
Civilian structure complete.
Because Aqua is still, that's Radiance is in no fighting condition. I mean, it's barely under half crippled, which is not good. Seems that the entire goddamn coalition of Frontier Defense has ended up on this Ferris planet, which I believe they should have taken a little bit ago. Because if we look at...
upgrade complete.
Let's actually look at some eco. So Math is at 12.3, which is not very good. But he is rushing, and we are at 12.8 for Yorha, which is slightly more acceptable. Aquia, 15.3.5 versus, let's just say, Brutal, as Brutal's the second edge player, 26.5.3. Ooh, Brutal's starting to push out ahead.
Military research
with
complete.
Aquia at 40.8 and 12. Yeah, okay, it seems that the nameless ones are starting to pull ahead in the economic game. Oh, this asteroid seems to have been taken by Aquia. Big time, with only Yorha marginally outproducing Math. Okay, now we have a fight going on here. Math has called in his entire cap fleet to try and deal with the likes of Yorha and Phalangus. Although Yorha, because they rushed anti-capital frigates, has a not the best, but a decent number of frigates that is able to chew through these Volcaros Desolators. However, this carrier ship is I think they need to target the carrier ship first, and Yorha seems to agree, as this nanite armor ability allows an instant restore of about a quarter of your armor, a quarter of a friendly ship's armor for 90 antimatter at level 1, and that only improves over time. If you can kill their sustain, then they will kill their kill the healer first. Yeah. Whoop! This Cole is about to get chonked again. Yeah, look at that. Almost half of its regular hull gone, and it does not have that armor patch kit that it seems to be relying on. Ooh. Although Yorha is being chased off with this repair carrier not able to use its nanite armor ability on itself. This is usually why you would want 2 of them, or we see some players going for the level 1 repair clap, which also applies to itself. It's going to be able to jump out nice and easy. And Aqua's homeworld is being sieged. Aqua has purchased the 2 influence unassailable fortress. That's why it's at 2,000 out of 8,000. But when you have 3 Marzas and 4 siege frigates, this is not a good look for Aqua, as their homeworld might be knocked out of the game here. Now they are doing the right thing here, I think, and knocking out those siege frigates. Does Aqua have, or Aqua rather, Aqua have Sanctify? No, Aqua does not have Sanctify. Sanctify is an advent-specific Unity ability that allows a planet to go immune for a specified period of time, regenerating some HP. With both those numbers increasing with the more Unity points put into it. But that's not good. For those unaware, even though you can reassign your homeworld still provides a massive economic boost to your empire, as the qualifier of it being your homeworld automatically gives it.
We are severely crippled.
Okay, that radiance is going down. It seems that the economic advantage plus the early game rush is giving the nameless ones an advantage here in game number 1 of our best of 3. But yes, the homeworld just for some reason automatically gives you like an extra, what is it, like 5-ish crystal and metal, depending on your race, which is a huge boon that you really, really need. So, make no mistake though, Aqua is not out of the game. They still have 1 planet,
Done and dusted.
which is not the best, but it's better than being dead, as they can always recolonize. Now, it seems that the Frontier Negotiators Coalition has popped into real space here and is going to go for this Marza, it would seem. This is the correct move, highest level Marza. Without an armor patch kit, as it seems to have been used it all up. So if these siege killer frigates from Yorha can get some good hits here, it's already crippled. Now, will they chase is the question. It seems that they will chase. They want that Marza dead. They can come back from this position, and Aqua has already started to recolonize their homeworld. But they cannot. I don't think they can come back from. Oh, this is a rat play. This is a rat play. They cannot come back from level 6 Marza. That just wipes your fleet. So these 3 siege frigates managed to sneak by the defenses of Aqua and have almost eliminated him from this game. As once you lose all your planets, you're out. That's it. You can't come back.
Military structure
But
complete.
thankfully, Aqua has reclaimed their homeworld. Maybe not assigned it their homeworld yet, but still has reclaimed it. Let's look at that level 4. Yeah, that level 4 is
Unity
running
fallen
for
silent
its
on one of our
life.
planets.
Yep, it's a planet lost over there. And these anti-capital frigates from Yorha are doing a lot of damage, but is it too little too late? Because that's 40. For a quote-unquote rush of these siege frigates, I don't like those
Our
numbers.
forces have engaged the enemy.
Like, let's take a look at what's Math doing. Yeah, Math is still have yet to engage. And let's see those supply counts. Okay, it is a lot more favored in the
Defense
Frontier
effort
Negotiator
complete.
side, with that Marsa now going down. But there are static defenses and repair stations here. And now that Math is arriving, these capital ships can give a lot of longevity and a lot of firepower, more importantly, to this fleet. Hit Yorha. Okay, okay. It seems that this Akan is being targeted as the second highest, or the highest level battleship before this Marza just jumped back into system. And, oh, yep, Yorha's egg has just gotten stunned by that Marza, and because there are enough Marzas here, they can keep that stun going almost forever. Or just long enough to kill it. Yeah, you got like a few Tempests here trying to target down this Marza, but that's not going to work. Math might be losing this carrier here. You can see it's out of antimatter, so it can't cast Repair Cloud. Yep, and he does not have another one for that extra armor boost. But while all this is happening, these ships are still pounding away at the Frontier Negotiator's fleet. Like, look at that coal. It was just be full health. Now it is not. Just kind of these two Desolators, just thick phase missile barrage. Bonk.
Capital ship has been destroyed. An allied capital ship has been
Yep, and we can see that
destroyed.
Aqua's just all their defenses in Hoshiko's. Actually, what is Aqua's fleet comp right now? Just Akan, Dunov, and a bunch of robotics cruisers. So they're playing support, not just Eco, but they are playing a support fleet, and it seems to be working out very well for them. Ooh, Math had a second carrier actually. Oh, this is a bit of a mistake. He should have been grouping his carriers together so they can repair each other. This one's probably not going to make it out unless Yorha notices. It does. Yeah, Yorha does notice. Well, rather, Yorha Delta, but Yorha.
Research rate upgrade complete.
Yeah, these... And there's only 12 of these siege frigates left in the sector, or left in real space in this gravity well, and I'm just not liking it for Frontier Negotiator here. The nameless ones with that economic advantage, seeming to just be able to the economic and home field advantage, well, the static defense and repair base, seem to be pulling out an advantage here, casting AOE items and abilities on these Canrack assailants. Yeah, and Yorha's made the decision to pull back, and this Guitar carrier still lives. Yeah, and we can look at the eco here. Well, firstly, we can look at the exotics. Like, look at that. Math could probably keep producing exotics till the cows come home. Let's see. Let's just take a look at their eco here. For example, Aqua, the resident eco player for the nameless ones, 42, 9, and 13. If we look at Yorha, well, they don't get that. They get 12 and 8. Now, I don't know about you, but 32, 12, and 13 sound a lot better than 12 and 8. As it seems that Aqua, after going for level 4 research and getting all this, it just has so much more earning power compared to Yorha, who's just gone into level 4, which might pull them out of this whole mess. But I don't think it'll be enough. I do not think it'll be enough. Okay, Aqua rather. Blah. Still, this is just a match of doozies. We've got Aqua, and we got these two very similar greens. Okay, this Marza is still at level 4 after claiming that. Very, very close to level 5. But it really only matters when it gets to level 6. That's the only thing that matters. Let's take a look at the economies of our two players here. Let's see. Phalangus, 21, 5, and 3, going 1-4. With almost nothing in 4. Versus Math, 1-4. Almost nothing in the ego, but a lot of a lot of 4 research. Well, some of 4 rather. Yep, with it. What? Okay, Math seem to have sold. Oh, sorry. Rather, never mind. That is the other planet. 15 and 2. Wait, what does that compare to? Phalangus, 15 and 2, 5 and. Ooh. I don't know how that matches up versus Vasari and Tech, as Vasari only need crystal and metal, but their items are slightly more expensive. But I think that Math, even though he rushed capitals early game, which should be crippling his economy right now, due to the fact that he has 4 planets instead of 3, is starting to pull ahead of Phalangus. And if we look on the other side, Aqua, their income's going to be in the trash. It's 4, 2, and 3. Versus Brutal, yeah, 25 and 3. That extra 20 credits is going to do a whole lot. Now it seems to be a small assault being mounted on Math's strike fleet. Oh, and Math is actually transitioning out of Cap Rush into more conventional units. Although Aqua's Aqua's previous homeworld is currently under attack. Now these Gauss cannons are ripping through this Dunov. Very good stuff, but they're just Gauss cannons. Static defenses aren't that good without a fleet to back them up. And it seems that Aquia is smelling blood on the water for his likely named opponent, and is trying to wipe out this planet once more, and then possibly going in for the finishing blow. Is there any upsets here? Anything crazy? Okay, Aquia is going for level 8, which might bring some cool things along. Oh, sorry, that's Brutal. Excuse me. Aquia is still going for 4. Math 1-4. Okay. Middling is 1-4. Your Hub 4-8. Yep. As Eco, and then Aqua 1-1. Well, not much else they can do here. Even though they had 4. With the loss of their homeworld, you can't really do a lot. And yeah, look at all these Hoshikos from Brutal. I thought that Aqua was playing the support fleet, but no, it seems that Brutal, with his 17 Hoshikos, these things are not cheap, folks. It's just making sure none of these Marses ever die ever again. Although Yorha's anti-cap ship fleet, now with 60 frigates, which is a much better number, it has jumped into real space, with these flak frigates being strangely out of position. Like, yes, sure, they're positioning themselves in front of these. Well, actually, okay, now they're getting into position. They were trying to position themselves in the middle of these missile frigates so that they would intercept as many phase missiles as possible. Although Math is here now, and I don't know about you, but these Tempests are not enough to counter, what is it, 2 Desolators, 1 Carrier, and 1 Egg with all of these Marses and for fire and repair support. And all these flak frigates to deal with all of that. Like, yeah, look at that. He's using a barrage.
Item complete, Commander.
I understand what Yora is trying to do here, using these barrages to take out these powered Corsairs that have very, very high DPS, but I feel like he should be focusing down cap ships, because this is a level 5 Marsa. It is staying at range, as it should be, but it's still a level 5 Marsa. Although it seems that Bath is also in the same boat, using his capital ships to take care of these flak frigates. Or rather, the enemy's flak frigates. Although, yep, now he's starting to focus that coal, and that is going down. Although, Phalangus will get the exotics back from this wreck. It's still not a good look. It's not a good time. Not a good time at all.
You failed to place a bid.
Do we have anything sneaky going on around here? No. No sneakiness, just a lot of fleet. And I think this is the death knell for Frontier Negotiators in game 1. Yep, there we go. Aquia, GG. And that would be game number 1 for Frontier Negotiators in the round 2 series between Frontier Negotiators and the Nameless ones. Or rather, one round for the Nameless ones.